okay, you're a millennial. You're trying to rent. You're now probably in your 30s, so you're just about getting set in your career. You're just starting to make money for the first time ever, really.
Yeah.
But you're in Canada or the States in a reasonable sized city where it's so expensive that you have to just rent, and it's taking all your money. I mean, like here in the Vancouver area, minimum wage works out to a little over 3,000 Canadian a month, something like that. And a one-bedroom apartment in the area is about 2,400 a month. So that leaves you $600
about
to
80% of your income.
Yeah. And the old rule of thumb forever was 30%-ish, right? 30% of your income for rent or mortgage.
Exactly.
In Canada, you can't do that anywhere.
No, that's bad.
You go to some dinky little town where it's super cheap, there's no job, you have no income. Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible. So what are the kids supposed to do? I mean, it's disheartening that the economy itself and the prices itself have outpaced whatever they can earn, right? But that's not only here. Okay, if we look globally as well, but it is really not good here. It's very disheartening. Then the young people are just kind of pissed off that they can earn like 60,000 over a year, but still can't really afford anything. They still can't buy a house or something. If you earned 60,000 a year 20 years ago or 15 years ago, no problem to put a down payment and buy a house. But now, holy shit. But just think, if you look at Japan, Korea, and even China now, I mean, these other countries are also getting astronomically expensive, and the people are earning a bit of money, but not enough to really own something. I mean, Japan, holy shit, housing in Japan, unless you really go in the countryside, there's no way. I mean, you have a tiny little flat. Hong Kong, right? China now also, Shenzhen, the housing is nuts in prices. It has skyrocketed so much, unless you go somewhere interior, right? And then you might be able to find something. But most countries, I think Europe is the same. I mean, the housing over there is also quite expensive. So I think it's more universal. It's not just something in the West only. It's kind of global in many respects.
I think it's
until you go down to different countries like maybe Mexico or South America.
Well, even there, it's all about economic winners and losers, right? So you go to somewhere like you go to Portugal, right? Outside of the handful of the main cities and the most expensive tourist areas, you've got great deals on real estate. Even in the expensive places, it's great compared to Canada or the States.
Okay.
But an average wage in Portugal is like 700 euros a month. So $1,000 less, Canadian dollars, like $1,000. So your real estate is cheaper, but your wages are so much cheaper, it's the same problem there. So now we have this new digital nomad lifestyle, what we've been living for 30 years, right? But it's now a new thing where you have your work somewhere, you're paid for somewhere, but you can do your work anywhere. If you're lucky enough to get like USA or even Canadian wages in a position that can be remote, that's going to be a white collar job, right? You can't be a remote farmer or a remote plumber. You got to be a white collar job. And they usually pay okay.
Remote watermelon farmer.
Yeah. So you go back to that $60,000 you're talking about. So $60,000 in Vancouver, it's true, man. You could maybe rent a basement suite in someone's house, but you're not getting ahead, and that's it. But you get your 60 grand and you go to Portugal, go to Mexico. Great. You can live a fantastic life there. But what that does, it drives up the real estate prices in those places. So the guys who are there, who are at that level of income, get priced out of their markets. Right? So it's like, oh, there's no reason for my little city in Mexico to be getting more expensive because wages haven't gone up. No reason for it. But all of a sudden, you got 15% of the population is expat remote workers driving the prices up. Airbnb, whatever, going up. Now it's like, so it's a thing. I guess the simple answer is to be born into a rich family.
I don't know if that works. You can't really choose when you're a little sperm going in. It's like, is this rich, right? I don't think that works that way.
Nope.
But,
no.
That's luck of the draw. No, I'm going the other way.
Yeah, no, you take this one.
But I mean, the I mean, okay.